Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, Boomer and I are out camping in a mountaintop with loads of mist, cloud, a little bit of wind. However, right now the weather is actually taking a little bit of a break, so luckily we're able to get the tent set up without too much problems. So we are nestled in here, as you guys can see, in a really small area of young growth spruce trees and a nice flat bed of moss. So a lucky find here. Tent's pitched, pads basically inflated, ready to go for the night. Down sleeping bag is ready. Everything for sleeping is totally ready. Now, one thing is, if the rain does come in, the wind is coming this way, so I may have to take the axe and go off into the forest a little later on, cut some poles, and basically pitch this awning out like a little bit of a porch area and down. That way the oncoming rain hits that, doesn't go inside the tent, and I can either do cooking on this side or the back side if it gets really bad. So with everything set up, let's get started on a hot drink. All right, guys, got a hot coffee on the go right now. I'm gonna chill out for a few moments, sit back and enjoy this. The winds are picking up and the rain is starting to come back with really, really steady mist, which I'm actually worried is gonna turn into big raindrops and everything is going to get soaked. So I am gonna go ahead and go off into the forest, collect 2 limbs that I can make uprights and get this awning pitched out because I do have some cordage with me. That way if it does start to rain, I don't have to worry about it at all, and then I can actually sit back and enjoy this trip. So I'm gonna finish up this coffee and then go and collect some wood. All right, guys, I've got the awning made for the tent just in case the rain comes in. It is pitched a little high right now. Honestly, if the wind blows the rain in, it can still get in here. But I can untie this, lower it down on both sides if that happens, and retension it and still have a load of vestibule room with this drop down enough to block the oncoming rain. Now, with the tree that I cut, it was still partially green. I know people are going to say cutting down a live tree. Two things I'd like to mention. One, if you know anything about forestry, these trees, being spruce, are growing way too close and way too dense. Half of them are not going to survive. They are just simply growing way too close together, and they're not going to get the sunshine from up above. And what happens is the lower trees end up dying, creating a whole lot of duff and dead debris. And then when there are forest fires, that is actually the wood that really takes off and burns. It's all the undergrowth that has died because it's not getting nutrients from the sunlight. Secondly, this is a logging area. This location is already scheduled to be cut at a future date. So put your mind at ease there. I know someone's going to comment in the comment section about cutting live trees. I don't build forts on my channel. I refrain from doing that, but taking a limb to do this with it when it's an undergrowth tree that is already half dead, I'm going to go ahead and take it. So just to let you guys know. So what I'm going to be doing in a little bit here is I've got my awning set. Everything is ready. Basically, I'm just going to chill out, kind of take in the scenery for a little bit, and then I'm going to get started on supper because it is going to get dark soon. I want to be ahead of the game. That way I'm not fumbling around in the dark. So let's relax for a bit and then start on supper. All right, guys, supper is cooked and I'm ducking inside of the tent to enjoy this. The winds are picking up. The mist is still steady out there, so it is a little wet. Come on in, Boomer. Boomer just had his dog food, so he's gonna relax for a little bit. And I have a hot dish of plaque paneer, rice, mushrooms, yellow onion, green onion, and orange pepper. And a wrap to enjoy that with. So, just gonna hang out inside of the tent, eat this without getting too wet, and enjoy the sights out here. There's a very ominous mist cloud being pushed across this opening and bringing a lot of moisture with it because it's nothing but mist, obviously. But it's really, really interesting how the sky's just gray. The treetops are peeking out of the fog and the mist is just blowing through here in big sheets. So pretty interesting atmosphere today. But I'm going to kick back and enjoy some hot dinner, guys. So let's dig in. All right, guys, supper's all done, cleanup is all done. Nightfall is getting a little bit closer, but it is getting much colder and I cannot hold out on another hot drink. As you guys can see, Boomer is in full cuddle mode. He is actually quite chilly. He's got his sweater and his jacket on. While he's running around playing, he's totally warm, but as soon as he stops, he gets cold. So there is a lot of moisture pushing in through here. The tops of the trees are barely visible in the distance now, and it is getting very, very, very wet. So, hot drink on the go. This is basically going to wrap up my outside time, and I think what I'm going to do is zip the vestibule shut because that breeze is pushing this way and it's not going to be smart leaving that open. The entire tent on the inside is dry right now, but overnight, once the temperature really gets cold and it starts to rain, I got a feeling this entire inside will be wet. if I leave that door open. So I'm gonna enjoy my drink, get Boomer a little warm here, and then zip that vestibule shut and start enjoying some tent life. So cheers guys, another hot drink. All right, guys, jumping inside of the tent for the last time. We're in for the night. It is not total darkness out there yet, but it is about 8 p.m. Where it's coming into summertime, it's going to be probably till about 9:30, 10 till it's total darkness out there. We're not going to sit out there with the door open that late. So we've got the light on in here. It is dark enough to actually use it, but where the tent is bright yellow, it seems a lot brighter than it actually is. It's really not. So we're gonna leave that on for a little bit, do a little bit of tidy up around the tent, play with some Boomer for a little bit. He's not quite ready for bed. I do have a movie saved on my phone that I am gonna watch as well. And basically just relax and then wake up in the morning and see what the weather's like and have a nice hot cup of coffee. So we're gonna wrap it up here, get the camera packed away, get the inner door zipped shut, and get comfortable in the tent. So good night, guys. I'll see you first thing in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful, epic, atmospheric morning out here today up on this mountain. We still have sheets of mist and rain being blown crosswise. It is cold, it is windy, it's a wet kind of day, and I love it. That feeling out here, the atmosphere with these trees disappearing into the mist is just incredible. So Boomer has been out running around. I've got a hot coffee on the go. Definitely in a chipper, playful mood today. He is not totally soaked yet, so I'm sure he'll get a little cranky later on, but for now, we're gonna head out right in here inside of the tent, kinda just enjoy the view right out front of the tent. I may even open up the back door as well to get a cross breeze going through here. It's not terribly cold, but it is damp, so we wanna try and stay out of the mist as much as possible. Luckily, we're trapped in this little grove of spruce trees, blocking a lot of that mist. So, cheers, good morning guys. Coffee up here on the mountain, definitely enjoyable. All right, guys, it is super relaxing, chilling out this morning. There's the faint sound of small, very small songbirds, like smaller than chickadee size. I don't know what they are, but they're bouncing around here very quietly. Boomer is definitely interested in them as well. Come. Having the back door open, just a crack, actually adds a ton of atmosphere. So I like having tents where I can see out and doing what I want to do, you know, which is be in nature, right? That's what we want to see. We want to see nature. And having the back door open, even though it's just a little bit, gives that cold draft that comes in. It's nice, it's refreshing, but it also opens up the view massively. So laying down on the bed, I can actually see totally everything out the back door. Obviously out the front's wide open. Boomer can go in and out either side, which is great for him. But it just adds a lot of atmosphere and a lot to the personal experience of having a shelter where you can just kind of have a nice vista. And that's the beauty about hammock camping. Hang a hammock lower than the tarp line, you can kind of peek out 360-degree view, which is really cool too. So still sipping out my coffee, guys, just having a really lazy morning. I'm in my downfill pants, and it's not December anymore. It is almost summertime, and I'm still in a hoodie, toque, downfill pants, basically in winter mode here. So I'm loving it. I'm not complaining. I'm dreading the summer heat, so I'm gonna basically try and enjoy this as much as I can going into the next week or two. After that, I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be pretty hot after that. We've already had a couple hot days, so all in all, though, pretty awesome experience up here. Very, very cool atmosphere. I say that again. Atmosphere up here, 10 points. Love it. So, cheers, guys. I'm going to wrap this coffee up, and then I'm going to start the cleanup process and get everything packed away inside of the tent, and then obviously come outside and do the tent last as it is soaking wet. So, I'll see you guys in the pack up. All right, everybody, we've got everything totally packed up and just in the nick of time because the rain is starting to pick up with all this super fine mist. I am going to be hiking out of here in my downfill pants, mainly because I don't care. They're super comfortable and I'm not getting out of them. Everything is packed in here and it is time to get out of here. So if you guys have any questions or comments, drop them down below in the comment section. And until next time, peace out, guys. I'll catch you in the next adventure.